It's a brutal era of endless war. And Malekith the Witch King leads his dark elves against his hated high brethren, wearing a suit of black plate armor to protect his tortured body. He seeks to reclaim the throne once denied him.
Hey everybody, hope that you're all doing well today. Welcome back to the Malekith campaign. Now, my goal for this campaign, I've kind of decided to stop sort of mucking about over here and kind of half-assing our wars over here in the main part of our empire because we've wanted to focus on Ulthuan. And I think my goal for this episode is to start really pushing all around our land empire up here and consolidating it so that we can hopefully get to the point where we're stop feeling so divided with half of our armies over here and half of our armies down here. Now we do have our foothold down here in Ulthuan, and there's not really a whole lot that we can do for a few turns because we need to build up our defenses a little bit before we can start launching offensives. So that's sort of what I'm hoping to accomplish in this episode. I'm going to bring Malekith back into the campaign. I'm hoping to take care of Grombrindal and possibly even. Well, I'm not going to start a war with Valkia yet because I think we have a non-aggression pact with her that I'm going to break here at the very beginning. But we're going to prepare for war with her. We're going to prepare for war with Torox as well. And who knows, maybe even Solastra, although she is at least currently fighting the High Elves, so she's a little bit lower priority. And we're going to leave Harganneth on their own to fight against Sigvald. So that's sort of the strategic overview. So now, anyway, for anyone new, I want to be very respectful of your time and make it clear what the difference is between this campaign and the other campaigns on this channel compared to a vanilla campaign, so you can decide for yourself whether or not it is something that would interest you. So we play these campaigns to be thematic, where we sometimes make, well, I should say we pretty much always make decisions based not necessarily on what is the best for us functionally, but rather more thematically. We try to lean into whatever the special abilities are for each particular faction that we're playing. And then also we're playing grand strategy, so we're using the set of mods that slow down the overall pacing of the game, make it much less of a steamrolling experience that it is in vanilla. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it here. So, like I said, I want to bring Malekith back in. I hadn't really decided whether I want to start a whole new army with him, or alternatively replace one of these existing lords. Well, I think it probably makes the most sense to replace an existing lord. So I think because these armies, you know, we need to do some more recruiting just to get these armies up to full strength. This one is on the way over to help out as well. So let's go ahead and run him over in this direction. I think with 3 armies over here, we ought to really be able to finish off Grombrindal. If we can't, then, you know, we'll figure out something. But it's going to take him another turn just to get to here, and then another turn at least before he'd be able to get to the Altar of Ultimate Darkness. And when I say he, I of course mean she. All right, now here, you need replenishing. You need replenishing. You're a level 5 lord. You are a level 6 lord. Which one of these would make more sense for us? Let's go ahead and you're beasts.
All powerful.
And you are dark. Your loyalty is 8. Your loyalty is 8. So it really doesn't make a whole heck of a lot of difference. We've got level 11 Death Hag and a level 11 Sorceress of Fire here. We have the Master and this level 12 Death Hag here. I'm actually going to put Malekith, I think, into this army right here. And they're at 20 models right now. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to move you into Heart Culture for maximum replenishment. We are going to go ahead and do a little bit of exchanging of units. Let's go ahead and do this. We're going to boot you. This is Caladriel. And we're going to boot you and replace you with Malekith. Boop. Okay. There's Malekith. Level 20, he gets himself a skill up while we're at it. Seditious or Sanguine, Control and Corruption. That's pretty good, but it's only corruption in our own provinces. Growth in our own provinces, well, when he's going to be on the offensive, well, it doesn't really matter too much where he's at right now, but although the construction time, boy, that's really nice. Ooh, that's pretty tempting to take that, even though he can't currently really use it. I'm a little surprised I took two ranks there of Infamous Raider. I mean, he's got all the Elven Healing, which is really good. I mean, all of these blue ones are pretty good, but I do need to get him some of these other things here. Just trying to decide what should be the priority. I think we'd better make him better in combat overall, whether it's for himself or buffing everyone else. This could be pretty useful. It's a passive ability. All allies, yeah, let's do that. That'll be good. Okay, now, what we're going to do with him, we're going to start recruiting in these Blackguard of Nagron. So we don't need any Dread Spears in the army anymore. We've got room for 6 right now. We can recruit 6. So that's good. What we want to do is we want to get rid of 2 of these Dread Spears. And I don't know, maybe the Bleak Swords. I do kind of want a wizard in this army. So I think what we'll do is we'll get you into this army. We're going to obviously pull out the Dread Spears from that army. Your Malekith, you've got 5 Dark Shards. We want more than that.
Sorceress of the Dark Convent.
Let's see here. I like having lots of Dark Shards to counter the, what are they called? The Thunder Barges. We do need a fair amount of missile troops to shoot at Thunder Barges. I want to have 6 missile troops in each army. Plus, I'd like to have a Reaper Bolt Thrower in each army as well for the artillery advantage. So that means we need room for 3 more models here. So we need to get 3 out of this army.
Supreme.
Okay, that's it. Yeah, we're gonna. So we'll have 17 left after we pull the Sorceress out. So there we go. That's room for 3. Let's go ahead and move you here. So what we want to do. That Bleak Sword can come out. This Bleak Sword can come out. This Sorceress can go in. That leaves room. Both of these. And at this point, we'll just give you 1 Dark Shard here. You're at 18. We're going to add a Reaper Bolt Thrower and a wait a minute. That's only 8. Oh, that's actually more than I needed to pull out. Okay. All right, so we're going to leave you in there. Yeah, so now just the Reaper Bolt Thrower is all we have left to recruit in here. This is really OCD of me, very obsessive compulsive of me, but it's the kind of thing that I think about. I don't love having 3 Dark Shards with shields. I'm sorry, having 5 Dark Shards with shields and 1 regular old Dark Shard. So what we're going to do is we're not going to do that. we're going to switch 2 of you out and bring in 2 more of you. So now we'll have 3 and 3. That just feels better to me. Okay. More, it's not exactly symmetrical, but more balanced. All right. More aesthetically pleasing, I should say. All right, so then we still are going to need to worry about the Reaper Bolt Throwers, but at least I think that gives us the better unit distribution that we want long-term in Malekith's army. You've got a single turn for full replenishment here before we decide, well, maybe even 2 turns if we recruit the Reaper Bolt Throwers.
Feel my power.
You guys, we might switch out and move this army into the settlement next turn so that they can start getting better replenishment. But at least Malekith is really boosting replenishment himself, so that's good. Okay, so this army is fine. This army is really a desperate need of replenishing, but we'll give it to him. Now, all the way back over to you. You did a little bit of light raiding against Wulfric. I'm going to go ahead and send you over here to take this. I want to eventually get you down here, but you have a couple of turns to spare, so I'm just going to try to make some use of you while
My plans must wait.
while we're still building up our defenses down there in Ulthuan and not yet at war with all those high elves. We did wipe out Elithanar, so that's one high elf faction down, but those others are really, really strong. We do have to pick the right time to go to war against them. And so you're up to 4, which is good. We need more money. That's the bad part about recruiting the Blackguard of Nagarond. What we want to do is we want to get... Actually, no, I really want to do the Blackguard of Nagarond recruiting up in Nagarond because they get a recruit rank bonus up there, and I think the recruitment costs are lower as well. So I was going to say I'd like to get... I'd like to get whatever building lets me recruit them right here. Yeah. I'd like to get this Dread Manse built in this Black Ark for the recruitment purposes, but actually it's less of a priority right now because we don't have so much money that we can just be recruiting Blackguard of Nagarond literally anywhere. You're fine for now, although I actually...
Dreadlord of Nagara.
I wonder if I would want to send you up here to try to take this shipwreck. Because you're not really doing anything right now except defending. They haven't declared war on us. We do know that we're going to want to get that. We'll have to get ourselves a little extra money here with a diktat. And then you're full strength right now. I think what I had decided to do was to start raiding Kothic, right? Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing that. It looks like Kothic to me. Because they are defensive allies, but they're not military allies with the other high elves. Which means if they declare war on us, it doesn't pull those others in. And yeah, that's what I want to do. So I am going to move you...
Critters, submit!
I'm going to move you towards Kothic and try to start doing that. This is Tor Kuruali. Not
Forward!
Handling the pronunciations so really well so far today, am I? Let's put you for now into channeling stance. Next turn.
Not yet.
Unless the high elves do go to war with us, which they could do at any point. But next turn we'll start raiding here. That army obviously doesn't scare me. They might have some other dragons in there though, so they're not to be completely ignored.
Yes.
But this army is fine for now. And meanwhile, you are in the process of leveling up. Yeah, let's go ahead and do,
Fear
like I
my
said,
match.
something useful with you as well. So let's send you
Don't
up
die.
here. I want to actually not quite go quite all the way
The ocean
because
awakes.
I want to make sure that I'm close enough to get back in a hurry if need be. Okay, this agent, we've been watching the fighting going on over here. Oh, okay, it looks like Count Noctilus has been wiped out, or at least
Magic in purest
knocked
form.
off of its foothold here in Ulthuan. That's a little disappointing, but really not very surprising. I would have
I
liked to have seen
wield
him
the
put up a little
winds.
bit more of a fight than that, but it is what it is. We could probably expect Tyrion here to continue to push northward here, probably take Horde Elistor back. The Bear Legion, even the Red Duke there at level 42. I don't think he's going to be able to stop them, but let's just see what he's got in this army.
More sleep
Yeah, that is other than the Lord himself, that is a super weak army. They're not going to put up much of a fight. That's kind of disappointing, but again, not very surprising. Let's go ahead and move back over this way. Okay, I think that's good enough, actually. We can see Count Noctilus has another little army over here.
Blood
But,
kiss of
yeah.
the
Oh, he's got a Necrofex Colossus, which is pretty good. And a, yeah. Deck Gunners are decent units, but obviously just these four units they're asking to be wiped out. Okay. Then we have the Bear Legion here with three different armies. But all three of those armies are pretty daggone weak. Now, they did wipe out the garrison here at Cairn Thel, but they didn't occupy it. This rogue army is raiding. They're not very strong either. This right here is a size 20 garrison, so this is really not as impressive as it looks at first glance. All of these Bear Legion armies and these rogue armies all being here, none of them are going to be able to put up really any kind of a fight whatsoever to even a single army of Tyrion's. He's just
Trained
got
by the
vastly
White
better
Tower.
troops. And he's at home, so he's, he can really bring all of his armies together really
beast commander.
really easily. Okay, so you've moved. You need to recruit a little bit more, which means now we're really running into the money issues, aren't we? But I do want to continue to get my my Black Arcs recruiting. Don't want to stop that. Which means you as well. Wow, we need a lot of money. Lots and lots of money is what we need. Okay. The Spellba. Yeah, you've moved, and you guys have done all your move. Okay. All right, let's check out our settlements here. So we know we can go ahead and do this. Open markets here for sure. That'll help. We're down. Ooh, I clicked on that without even really thinking it through. We're at less than 500 slaves. We'd better stop right there. Better stop right there. Are we even... What we know... Actually, we're okay because we're about to finish... Where is it? Right here. The Broken Lands. The Slave Traders' Palaces. This is going to start providing 100 slaves per turn. So that will help out. Plus, obviously fighting battles is going to help out as well. So at least all of our settlements are okay. And I think I can go ahead now and afford to keep recruiting into the Black Arcs. The question is, do I need to keep you here
Dreadlord of Nagaroth.
for now for the public order while we are recruiting?
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
You, I feel like I could certainly move you out and move you up here. You can recruit 3. And I don't think there's any desperate need to stay in Charon Car to do it. So let's go ahead and move you up towards this. You can't quite get there this turn. We'll go ahead and recruit in. What are we looking at? We've got we've got 6 and 6. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And so then this black arc over here. You actually can only recruit a single unit. Well, that's a bit disappointing. It's fine. It's fine. You can sit tight for the moment. I don't want to drop my money situation any lower. Okay, I think we're about ready here. We don't have any battles this first turn, but we are going to definitely have some next turn. Refreshing my memory here on our missions. I think we can go ahead and check out our diplomacy. Strength rank 10, so we're fine there. The high elves, though, this is what concerns me, is Tyrion right here. Is got 40 settlements, and he's the strongest faction in the game. We're stronger than all the other high elves individually, though. That's good. Alright, Broken Axe. How much would you give us? I don't think it's going to be enough. It is not. We have no... Oh, I know what I want to do. I want to
Helebron.
take a look here at Warriors of Chaos, Legion of the Gore Queen.
Your lifeless
We are
corpse
going to
shall be
break-
dedicated to the blood god.
Break our non-aggression pact. They're not going to like that, obviously. Oh, no, we don't want them to... How do we break ours? Where's our... Oh, I just click on it, Michael. There. Oh, we have trade with them right now. Oh, I didn't realize we're trading with them. Yeah, we're getting 259. All right, I'm not going to cancel it just yet because we need the money. We'll get there soon enough. So we're trading with Harganeth and the Exiles of Nehek and Valkia. Okay. All right, it's fine. Let's go ahead then and... I think we're ready to go ahead and end our turn here. Alright, so Tyrion has not declared war on us, so that's good. Any turn that he doesn't do that is a little bit beneficial to us. Same with Avalorn. They are not declaring war, which means our settlements are still safe for the moment. They must hate us. I'm really kind of surprised that they haven't declared war on us, but I guess they do have plenty of other enemies. Ivras is blocked an army. That's just one of the rogue armies. Alright, Harganeth, can you actually win a battle against Sigvald? That's the question. Nope, didn't even try to. You moved an army out for some reason, and then didn't even make the attack.
I am king of the Juki,
Okay, what is she doing?
leader of the merciless host.
Okay, she's ending the non-aggression pact. This is good. Well, I mean, it's not great, but it's good that she didn't just declare war on us outright. Well, that fits into our overall strategy of trying to consolidate our territory up north. It's not ideal because I did want her to be fighting against the High Elves instead of fighting us. She actually could have kept them distracted for a while. But it was pretty clear at the tail end of the last episode when she sent these fleets back northward again, instead of keeping them down there at Ulthuan, that her heart wasn't in it. Okay, yeah, all he's doing is he's hitting this extremely weak settlement over and over again very, very little value in doing that. He's just not really being particularly intelligent about his invasion, although it probably doesn't matter. He doesn't have the forces here to really do anything to make any kind of a dent in Ulthuan. And here comes Sigvald. Oh, they went into ambush stance. That's... Well, that was good at least, but that was a temporary victory for Hargoneth, obviously, because look at this, 5 armies here. It's just amazing how much more intelligent Sigvald has been in this campaign than either Hargoneth or Malice. Malice and Hargoneth both just split their armies up and were walking around with really weak armies and not replenishing and not really doing anything productive. Sigvald has done a very good job of moving his armies in coordination with one another, like that right there, where they can actually accomplish things. Okay, so the Norskins at this point really not too much. Well, I don't love them being in our territory, Varg. I gotta be honest with you. I don't know why you're in Karon Kar. I don't appreciate you trespassing in my territory. Could be one more enemy for us to declare war on. They're probably friendly with Wulfric anyway, so they're probably not real happy that we declared war on Wulfric. And the Stuff Snatches not really doing anything here. Okay, the Nemesis Crown. We're obviously not in a position to grab that anytime soon. Non-aggression pact broken. Foreign trespasser, yep. And then construction complete, the slave traders' palaces. That's good. So now we're getting 116 slaves per turn, so that's good. We hopefully will get more slaves if we fight some battles this turn. Got ourselves a lot of units recruited, and boy, are they expensive. Even with the benefit that we get of minus 25% upkeep, plus I think we get an additional upkeep reduction from Nagorond, if I'm not mistaken. Right here, upkeep minus 5% for Blackguard of Nagorond units. So they're 30% less upkeep than normal, so that's good. And look at this, they're being recruited in at rank 7. That's just lovely. Okay, so Malekith. There's the rebellion that happened. Malekith can move forward here out of the city somewhere. Let's see how far you can get.
Supreme Sorceress of Grond.
You can get to here.
Continue later.
Malekith, let's go ahead and pull you out. You're going to get a little bit less replenishing done moving out of the city, but it's fine. So we're going to move you. You know what? I'm going to move you in channeling stance because I just now noticed how bad your Winds of Magic are.
Revenge cannot be rushed.
Okay, and you still need a Reaper Bolt Thrower.
What is your dark purpose? Stand aside.
We're going to recruit a Reaper Bolt Thrower. Actually, I'll recruit a Reaper Bolt Thrower if I have the money for it. Let's go ahead and finish going through things like this. Let's go ahead and fight this battle right here. We're starting to get a little bit dinged up, so I don't want to do this over and over again without replenishing, but I'm pretty sure we can handle one more fight. Surely we can handle one more fight. Well, it's not going to matter because we didn't get a fight out of it anyway. We got favorable winds and a tiny little bit of treasury. All right, that's fine. It is what it is. Now we're going to go ahead and send you full speed in this direction.
Continue later.
this agent. I think I'm going to start sending you up this way. I think we know what's going to happen down. Well, you know what? They didn't attack Port Elster, but I'm sure it's only a matter of time. Yeah, let's start getting you back up this way. There's nothing going on down here that we really need to. Well, actually, I take it back. There's Beastmen right here. Let's take a look at these Beastmen. That is a pretty weak Beastman army, unfortunately, and a fairly strong High Elf army. The garrison is pretty strong now. That army by itself, I don't think can take on both that army and the garrison. You know, we're gonna. And then there's this army as well. This is fairly strong, but not super powerful. I'm glad I moved up this way though, because now we can see where Kothik's army is. You, like I said, you're gonna go into raiding right here. 623, 263 slaves. That army is not going to attack us on its own, although it is recruiting. We need to be careful about that. It is recruiting.
Healed beasts of Druki.
But it's all good. It's all good. This is not a super strong army, but if they declare war on us, we'll fall back into the walled city here. Right here. Can you reach?
Feared by all.
Oh my goodness, you cannot reach.
I admire your darkness.
I was really hoping to fight a battle this turn. Well, I'm going to send you up this way anyway because
I will continue.
I need to be wary of Solostra. And so I want to start moving these black arcs together. And if we get an opportunity to hit one of her armies with two of our black arcs, we might do that. Okay.
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
You can sit tight for the time being. Wait a minute. I missed one up here. Right up here. You. Yes. You with 17 models or 17 units here. Let's do this. Cross our fingers that it is a battle, and it's also that it's a battle that we can win. We're gonna find out.
Set the sails.
Okay. This is interesting. So this is a great horde. This might be a really big battle. Let's find out. Pyrrhic victory. Oh no, this is a very winnable battle. All right, let's do it. Okay, start deployment. Let's just set up on one side over here. We're going to put you guys in front, and you guys actually behind them for the moment, only for the moment. Let's put you up front as well. You in the back. Your speed is 68, so actually we can get you forward casting spells. We got Pit of Shades, that could be useful. We've got the Penumbral Pendulum, that could be useful. Well, everything could be useful. We're going to wait for them to come to us, I think.
To slaughter!
Except that I don't love our line of sight here. I think we'd better move forward one ridge line.
Very well.
Oh, they're not coming towards us. Well, they will after we start using some magic on them. Okay, let's continue actually all the way up to here. That's going to give us really good
It shall be.
line of sight with our ranged units. In fact, at that point, then we can go ahead and get you guys forward like this.
Advance, Druki! Going.
You. Let's go ahead and use a Pit of Shades on you. Who would be good to use this on? Right here. Boom. Okay, and we should be absolutely shredding them at this point. Let's go ahead and just start charging in here.
We understand. No mercy. We understand. My cane.
You guys right here all need to get on him. I mean, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him,
By your command.
and shoot him.
Understood. We are ready. Advancing.
Okay, we're fine there. Let's go ahead and get another spell off here. Let's go ahead and do, I think this is the toughest fight probably. We should be winning pretty much everywhere at this point. We took a little bit of damage here, but it's fine. They're pretty well wrecked at this point. Let's go ahead and get you guys all shooting at them. Over here, you guys probably. Nah, we're fine. It's all good. Let's go ahead and just start blasting these guys now. Okay, I think that's everybody. I think he's about to disintegrate up there as well now. He did get a little bit of magic. But that's good. That's it. All right. Well, it feels good to get a battle in, and we should get some decent loot out of this, I would hope. Plus, you know, whatever we get for the treasure island itself. Get a little bit of a cushion in our treasury. Got a little bit of slaves, and we could probably take a little bit more slaves. Another almost 200. Versus 660 money. I think we'll take the slaves and the army replenishment.
Enslave them. I waited long enough.
Okay, monster of the seas, 6,000. That's good. We'll definitely take that. Excuse me. Okay, so you don't want to get carried away in terms of chasing these treasure islands because they don't. They provide these little bonuses.
Prevailed.
They're very useful for getting things like slaves and a little bit of experience, a little bit of money, but you don't want to allow your entire strategy to get derailed or even significantly slowed down by fighting them over and over again. But I felt like these right here were, it was a good time for us to be attempting these. So I do feel kind of good about that, even though it really doesn't overall.
Vicious dreadlord.
It doesn't hurt our enemies at all. It doesn't really give us that much of a strategic advantage. We did gain 3 levels, though, which is really nice. Let's go ahead and we want to boost our Black Ark Corsairs, probably with both of these. So I'm going to go ahead and take Line Breaker for now. That's going to be +6 melee attack and defense for all of our Black Ark Corsairs. I think that's pretty good. And you actually can take some Gambler's Armor here. That's literally the only magic item that was unassigned. You can obviously have an Evil Choir Master, because why not? We've got so many of them. And how about a Rhetorician as well? I don't see. Actually, you know what? Let's not give that to a Lord, because these can go, looks like, on really any hero type at all. So let's just find...
Dreadlord of the Druki.
Yeah, let's find some heroes to
Dreadlord of Nagara.
throw those on. Evil Choir Masters actually can go on this Lord as well. Let's make sure every Lord has an Evil Choir Master.
Supreme Sorceress of Grant. Supreme Sorceress of Grant.
High Beastmaster.
You don't.
Dreadlord of Nagara.
You don't. Wow, this is really dumb of me. I should have done this long before now. And of course, Malekith does. Okay. All right. So back to you.
Tyrant
You've got a
of
little bit of
Nagel.
movement left, plus a level up here. Let's give you. You've got Arcane Conduit already. I'm kind of tempted to take Wound with you, but I think I'll take this Power Reserve Capacity for Winds of Magic. Okay. Now.
The weak are crushed.
Yeah, I really don't love that army being there,
Cruel and deadly.
but it's not like he's going to attack Charon Kar.
My glorious victory.
But you know who might attack us is Salastra. Well, she's still quite a ways away.
The sea brings death.
All right, you
Dreadlord of the
have
Druid.
moved. You have moved. Okay.
Dreadlord.
You have not moved.
vile
You're not in the
plan.
right stance yet. Okay, now. You could move. I'm going to come back to you. You, at this point, we can go ahead and do the recruiting. Let's go ahead and do you and you. Let's merge you.
Powerful enchantress.
You and you. Let's merge you.
Mother of the dark
You
convent.
and you. Let's merge you.
Unrestrained.
And we're going to go ahead and... Wait a minute. How many... Yeah, we're going to disband you. We don't need
All-powerful
3 Dread Spears
sorceress.
there. Okay, and then you need 1 Reaper Bolt Thrower. You already have 1, and then you...
What is your dark purpose?
I want... Let me just see. What do we have here?
Enchantress.
We've got 6 right here. 1 of these...
Peerless.
Okay, we've actually got...
Power.
We've got 4 plus 2 here. We've got 2
Limitless.
plus 3 here. So we're going to take these 2 and move them into a Spellbuzz army
Spellcaster.
so that we have 6 Dark Shards with shields. And then these 2
Supreme
plus these 3 makes
sorceress of
5
Grog.
Dark Shards. So we're going to
Feel
go
my
ahead and do
power.
this. We're going to take 1 more Dark Shard here and 2 Reaper Bolt Throwers. Next turn, we will mix our troops around.
Unrestrained.
You actually have, again, a few more Bleak Swords than you really need, but it's fine. I think we're okay over here. And we have plenty of money again, so that's good. Plus we've got more slaves. So it doesn't really take very long once you get a couple battles in to get your slave situation improved. You are raiding. That's what we want. Okay. You have moved. Okay, so here's the last remaining thing then is I've got 2 Black Arcs and I need to decide what to do with them. I think what I want to start doing with the Black Arcs... Wow, that's really strong right there. I want to start using them in pairs to sail around and look for opportunities to attack our enemies. Like enemy fleets when they're... What we want to do is we want to be like the British Navy, the Royal Navy, defending Great Britain, the island of Great Britain. We want to do that up here. We want to use our Navy to defend this channel right here with our navies. Stop any more back and forth from happening with the High Elves. So that's the goal long term. We're not quite ready to do it just yet.
Lord of the Black
But what we
Court.
can do is we can go ahead and move you out here.
Sail, damn you!
And do our recruiting. You're at 5 and 4. You're now at 6 and 6. And then you right here.
Stay strong.
We're
Black
going to move you back
I
towards
will continue.
the settlement just so that you can replenish for this turn. You are at 8 and
Cain
7.
honors me.
We're going to go 9 and 9. Okay, we still have 8,000 left in terms of money. You are fine. I don't need to prioritize that, and this will be really nice when we get that built. Okay, we're pretty close to level 2 here where we can start building our walls up. You, meanwhile, you can build that. So that's going to take you from 8, a size 8 garrison, to a size 14 garrison. Still quite weak. We're going to still need an army over here to defend it, obviously, but that's probably what these 2 Black Arcs will be for. As long as they give us maybe one more turn, that's enough for us to fight this battle if there is one, and work our way back over here. Okay, and we still have 6,200 left in terms of our money here. You're good. You're fine. You're fine. Although, okay, this is where it's going to rebel again. I could spend 200 slaves to do the control. I think I'd better. Okay. Nagarond, you're fine. Plus you are doing... You know what I should have done? I now realize I forgot to switch this over to... That's okay. It's not that big of a deal. Recruit rank +1 would have been nice, but it's not that big of a deal. However, I wonder if is there any value in turning on the ambushing commandment right here? Ambush success chance +20%. I don't think so, because I don't think they're going to come down and invade our territory at all. They're strong on the defense here, but they are not. And they're still a little dinged up there in the garrison. But unfortunately, nobody took advantage of it, like I'm talking to you, Torox. Alright, it's fine. It is what it is. Let's go ahead and just make sure we don't have anything else to do from a settlement perspective. We do not. That means what we could do is potentially do an upgrade of one of our Black Arcs. You, maybe? If I wanted to do this building right here, we need 3,000 for that. We can afford... Oh, we don't have the population for it. Yes, we do. Oh, we need a surplus. Never mind. That's dumb. Okay. Anything else here worth upgrading? I mean, they're nice to have, but I don't think it's really where we should prioritize our money. You... It probably is worth doing this. 3,200. And you are recruiting. Yes, you are. Okay. And you guys are replenishing. Okay. I think we're fine. I'm not going to do any more diktats. I'm going to let the cushion of slaves build up a little bit again. Outpost available. This is now going to be a concern right here. Right here. This is... Ooh, look at how close to dead that black dragon is. Yeah. Okay, so Dargoth is about to fall. The garrison there's not even at full strength. The Black Pillar will probably fall next. Harganeth. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. You know what I just realized is I do kind of want...
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
I want to be in a position to start fighting Varg here. If they move back into the water, we might want to attack Varg. And I don't love them being there. Ooh, hello. I did not realize this. They're at war with Solostra and they're laying siege to her over here.
Marauders all!
Interesting. So, they're a vassal of Sigvald, and they are at war with Solostra, which presumably, obviously, means so is Sigvald. Yes, indeed. Okay. I am really kind of surprised that Solastra broke her non-aggression pact with us. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go ahead and break our non-aggression pact with Valkia. We're not going to break the trade agreement yet. She will probably turn around and break the trade agreement.
I will
us.
dismember you and hang your intestines from the nearest
Non-aggression
tree.
pact. Oh, never mind, we have 4 more turns left before we can do that without losing reputation. Didn't realize it has only been that long. Alright, I think then... I think we're ready to go ahead and end our turn. One more turn without the High Elves declaring war on me, please. Thank you, Eatane. Appreciate that. They are about to take Port Elister back. Okay. She's not moving aggressively towards us, so that's good. I just want to go to war with the High Elves at a time of our own choosing. Harganeth, there's probably nothing you can do at this point. You are probably beginning the long road towards being wiped out. Or if you stay right there, yeah, you're on the short road to being wiped out. I expect all 3 of those armies to be destroyed by Sigvald this end turn. Okay. This is interesting. I cannot see how strong that navy is. That's kind of interesting. Reichland has a hero in our territory now. Grombrindal is moving back into... Oh, hello. Wow. Okay, so he's pushing Torox back. We just need to get those dwarfs into a battle where it's not that army plus the settlement garrison. Okay, here we go. This is going to be bad. They're just going to wipe out all of Harganeth here. Retreat. But I don't think that was far enough. Retreat. Again, not far enough. I think they're going to wipe out everybody here in a moment. And... Yep. Are they going to attack? Maybe not quite, maybe not this turn. Yep, okay, they're not going to attack this turn. I feel like they easily could have. Okay, so this is good. The Beastmen are up to 4 armies, although really only 2 of those armies are full stacks. Torox is continuing to raid over here, but he... okay, I didn't see Grombrindal's army over there. I need to see what happened right there. Okay, so we have more Norskins in our neighborhood. Oh, they took Black Creek Spire from Solastra. Very interesting. Okay, this is interesting. We need more armies because we can't really use our Black Arcs very effectively, well, or at all, on inland operations. But this is going to give us an opportunity to start expanding down here in Nagaroth. Boy, Salashra, that's kind of embarrassing. You lost a settlement to Norscans, to Varg. Okay, yeah, let's take a look at what happened over here. And where was this actually? Oh, yeah, not a big deal. Okay, Seafarer, multiple turns at sea. Well, that's good. That's obviously very good to have that for a Black Ark Admiral. Okay, got our units recruited. We're still doing okay in terms of our upkeep per turn. War declared. Okay, this is interesting. This is Mazdamundi and the High Elves. That suits me fine. Definitely. I'm liking the High Elves being at war with so many different factions. Okay, so right here, you could reach to make the attack. You're stronger. I think it makes more sense for us to do this attack with you. I didn't even realize you were replenishing. Wow, how do we... We can replenish in the Great Ocean? Okay, I'll take it. Let's go ahead and do it.
Plotting a course.
Okay, explore the island. This looks like a new one. As you make your way across the sea, the ocean mists suddenly part to reveal an island which by all accounts is uncharted, even by the great Mapwright himself. High spars of rock jet from sea, like spikes in a trap that has ensnared some prey. Indeed, a wrecked ship lies impaled on the small island's coastline. Its crew seem to have moved into the interior along with any valuables that may have been on board. I know every once in a while you get tougher armies to fight against, but I don't know if it's completely random or if it matches up with particular events. I've never paid close enough attention. Alright, well, anyway, we're going to go ahead and fight it. They do have artillery, so we've got to be a little bit more aggressive towards them. We don't have any wizards here, so we can't rely on that. However, we do have our Black Ark abilities that we can use to pound the artillery, and we will do so. I think we're just going to do exactly the same thing that we did in the previous fight. Let's go ahead and get you guys behind them, but you can pass through. Actually, I'm going to do this. A little bit narrower there. Let's put you in the middle. And you on this side right there. You can fly in. Actually, that could be good. Let's go ahead and start the battle. Let's start moving you all forward. Like so. And there goes the artillery. This is going to do a little bit of damage to us, unfortunately, but that wasn't too bad.
Look out! Enemy exposed!
Okay, that was a little bit worse.
Great spears! Merciless warriors! Onwards to murder! Make them bleed!
Okay, we want you back here on them. And let's go ahead and start doing this now. Soon.
Pull back!
doing? Why did you stop? Okay, this is bad. Okay, you guys right here, you need to shred them. You guys need to shred them. You guys need to shred them. You guys need to shred them. You can pull back. We got pretty dinged up here because I spent too long firing my special abilities there.
It is done.
Okay, Master. What do you?
Pain, suffering, death. Witness my
It's all good. Okay, what are you doing? You guys
Corsair handbows.
get over here.
Druki.
All right, it's fine. We took a little bit more damage than I would have liked, but not that big of a problem. Okay, right here we can go back to doing this. Okay, I think we're fine now. You're fine. You're fine. Let's get everybody shooting at him now. Let's get you shooting at him as well. You can go and drink your healing potion. That should do it. So their ranged units really did some good work in that fight. The artillery here and those deck gunners definitely got their money's worth out of them. We definitely need to get a little bit of replenishment now for some of these guys because they are pretty beat up. But it's all good. And we got some pretty good slaves out of it, and money. We'll take it. We'll take the slaves and the replenishment. I love just watching. You know, after all this time, I still get the visceral reaction from watching the rewards screen. Okay. So another treasure island bites the dust. Look at how good our slave situation has improved in just a couple of turns. All right, let's go ahead and... Yeah, okay. That's considered a defensive battle. That's interesting. I didn't really think about that, but I guess it makes sense. Oh, this is a little disappointing. I mean, I love the Talisman of Endurance, but we didn't get any money out of it. Before you can set foot upon the island, you are set upon by a vampire admiral who had arrived there just before you and was bolstering his forces with the reanimated corpses of the shipwrecked dead rotting amongst the rocks. After defeating the undead freebooters, you looted the vampire's moored galleon before claiming all the salvage on the island for yourself. So all that we got out of that, all the salvage on the island, huh? All of the looting the moored galleon, all that we got out of it was one talisman, and then construction cost reduction and income from all buildings. Well, that's actually pretty considerable there. Income from all buildings plus 10%. Okay, I take it back. I was gonna mock what little treasure we got out of that, but actually I take it back. All right. Let's go ahead and figure out now. You're in a position now, the two of you together. I kind of want you to be in a position to start attacking these Norskins if they continue to be a nuisance. Like they trespassed us. We want to go to war with them eventually anyway to take this. Our public order is not great down here. You're at 20 out of 20. I'm gonna do this just for the replenishing. Plus also for the public order. That's gonna really help the public order situation quite a bit right there. And that gives you this army or this Black Ark over here an opportunity to keep sailing over in this direction as well.
Must wait.
And what are we looking at? First of all, you get a skill up. give you line breaker. And you're at 6 plus 6. We're going to give you 2 of each. That's 8. 8 plus 8. Haggrafe, you're fine. You're not going to rebel because of the diktat that we did. Okay, over here. So here's Torox. He didn't lose the battle, he just retreated. And he's now positioned himself in between
Who calls me?
that army,
I am
which
the
is suffering
White
attrition,
Dwarf.
and this garrison. Okay,
cruelty
Malekith.
knows no limits.
I'm going to spend one more
Sorceress
turn
of Grond. Supreme Sorceress of Grond.
over here. You need Winds of Magic as well.
Feel my power.
You really don't, but I cannot move you all the way into his territory in raiding stance. So you're going to go ahead and
Cloaked and hooded.
I'm just going
Moving
to
on.
keep you in our territory for the time being. I kind of default to ambush stance because you never know when the enemy not being able to see you might pay off.
All powerful.
Okay, so I want to move you towards Malekith,
Guided by
and
authority.
I want to do it in
Calling
channeling
the
stance.
winds.
And I want to move one of these into his army, and I think that's literally all.
Dark sorcery.
No, here's what we want to do. We want you
Supreme Sorceress of Grond.
to give 3 of those in exchange for these 3. So now you have 6 dark shards with shields. That's what I want. I want this to be the strongest army. And then you
Forbidden
get
magic.
1 of these as well. Okay, so you have a bolt thrower, you have a bolt thrower, you have a bolt thrower. You have all the right units, so now it's just between you two. And let's just do another exchange here. So we're going to exchange this for this. You've got 2 dread spears. We're going to give you a 3rd one. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bleak swords. You've got 8 bleak swords. Which I think is fine. I think that's fine. And then you have room for some more bleak swords in your army right here. Okay. So no longer do I want you in ambush stance because I'm going to recruit you up to 20 units, but I'm just going to give you the bleak swords. The bleak swords are still good for us. They're thematic, and we pay less upkeep on them.
Only the weak fear
So we've got a 20 stack here, a 20 stack here, and a 20 stack here. So we're all good with respect to those 3 armies. And then next turn, we're going to push on together and finish off Grombrindle once and for all. Okay, now all the way down here, you are raiding. They did not declare war on us. That's fine. We'll take the money and the slaves. That suits me fine. You two, I have to decide where I want to move you.
Dreadlord of Nagaroth.
Torchare, now you can go ahead. Oh no, we're 1. We need to be level 3 before we can build the slave gate. Yikes. Okay, well we're going to upgrade the growth building. We could go with the income generated here. We could go with... I'm not going to do control. Control's not a priority. Slaves used by buildings. I'm not going to do any of these military buildings at this point. I might as well do the trade. We'll do the trade. Okay. And meanwhile, how strong is that army? It said it was recruiting last turn, but it looks like it has the same number of units in it.
High Beastmaster.
Okay, so you're good. I can still move you. Are these Beastmen even at war with the High Elves? Because they're certainly not moving very aggressively. Beastmen are at the beginning of the alphabet, Michael. Yeah, they are. Okay. Alright, so... Tyrion had an army down here. Let's just double check and see if they still do. No, he withdrew it. Okay. These two armies are worthless. Oh, there's Morgur the Shadowgave right there. By himself. Why are you by yourself? It doesn't make any sense for the Beastmen to have empty armies like that. Okay. I don't... Ooh, and they did turn this into ruins. Very interesting. Okay, I'm going to leave you right there. Alright. Back to... You're where I want you to be. So we're back to these two. Let's go ahead and level up the master here. He's got... I could give him some speed. He's got everything in the top two lines. Everything that we want, anyway. I could give him stimulate growth. Yeah, I'm going to actually do that. I don't often choose this, but stimulate growth, and we're going to move this Black Ark full speed down towards here.
I will continue in time.
You can help defend, and also you can stimulate growth. And that means you... Do we have any more treasure islands? There's one over here. It's a little bit farther away than I might want it to be. If we go full speed towards it... Yeah, let's do it. This worked out pretty well for us so far, this episode, doing these treasure islands. And at least with this Black Ark heading over here towards Elysia, then I feel pretty good about the defense of Elysia now. Okay, so I think that's all of our armies. Yep. Yep. Okay. So then... Let's take a look at our settlements. Let's start with Nagaron here. You're in good shape. You are doing everything you can. You are fine. 360. Let's go ahead and do it. Public order is not really an issue now. Grand, we could do it here as well, 360. That leaves us with 1,000 slaves. Our money situation is looking fairly stable now. Haggrave, you used it on the public order, that's fine. And Nagarond. Do I want to save the slaves? We're getting 177 per turn. I think I'm going to try to keep a cushion of close to 1,000, so I think I'm not going to do that this turn. I don't have a desperate need for more money right now. Okay. We do have this right that we can also do at some point, so it'd be nice to have enough excess slaves to start doing our rights more frequently. Okay, I think then we're looking pretty good overall. We're going to do one more in turn, and because I can't save the game now, I probably, yeah, it's fine. Okay, I'm going to do diplomacy. We're up to 7. Broken Axe wants to be friends. I don't even know where Broken Axe is anymore now that they're not on Ulthuan. Defensive alliance with the Exiles of Nehek. No, thank you. Okay. All right, let's go ahead then and watch Harganeth get destroyed. Be a kind of a sour note to end the episode on, but let's get it over with. Actually, they're not going to be destroyed this turn, but their armies all will be. There's Tyrion, okay. He's got 2 armies up here, so he just forced Morgul there to retreat. Okay, there we go. He's got 3 full armies right here. That's interesting. Very interesting. Pretty big battle about to erupt right there. Oh, that's tempting. No, that army, never mind. That army is stronger than our Black Ark is. Never mind, it's not tempting after all. Okay, Ivres is kind of retreating there. That's interesting. Okay, here we go, Harganeth. This is sort of your last gasp. What are you going to do? You're going to retreat? You are going to retreat. Not surprising, and quite frankly, that's probably the right idea. Oh, you only retreated with 1 army. Never mind, I didn't notice they had... Okay. Sigvald did wipe out the ruins there. Or wipe out the settlement last turn, and I didn't even notice it. Defensive alliance, no thank you. Okay, the Exiles of Nehek just took out Torox's army over there. That's fine. That suits me fine, but it doesn't really help us vis-a-vis Grombrindal. And Mung took back the settlement that Grombrindal had taken from them. That's interesting. And the Drowned down here don't appear to be fighting back against Varg. That's very weird. Okay, here's Grombrindal. That army. Interesting. We didn't see where he moved to. The Bear Legion is still... They're still hanging around. But they don't really have enough strength here to do anything productive. They certainly can't take a walled city with those armies. And Sigvald... You are going to continue the offensive against Harganeth, and of course, why wouldn't you? We might actually want to take a look at Harganeth and see how interested in Confederation they are. Because at this point, they're incapable of defending themselves. They've got to be looking really weak relative to us. And it would be better off with their cities in the hands of Dark Elves instead of handing them over to Sigvald. Okay. Oh, hello. Wow. Okay, very interesting. Well, I said there was going to be a big battle there, and the Beastmen actually won that battle. Not only did they win that battle, but they had enough left over to come over here and attack Ivres as well. Interesting. Okay. Kothik did not declare war on us, so we're just going to keep raiding them. Black Creek Spire is now it's just sitting there waiting for us to take it. All we have to do is go to war with Varg. Which actually means going to war with Sigvald again. So maybe that's not the greatest idea. Or is it Wulfric? No, I think they're... Yeah, they're a vassal of Sigvald. Alright, that's a bit unfortunate. And then these rogue armies are still hanging around as well. Okay. A lot of rogue armies just kind of being a nuisance in this campaign. Boom, okay, ambush discovered, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with how intelligent Sigvald has been in this campaign. Let's take a look down here. Can we see Morgul at this point? Nope, we can't see any of these guys, even with our agent right there. That's interesting. Ready for duty. We got a sorceress ready. She's back. Peace negotiated between the Bear Legion and Avalorn. Interesting. Okay. Is that a separate peace? And then we have the hunting camp, and we've got all these units recruited. We're still looking fine, though, from a money perspective. Okay, so I have to remember now. What was it I wanted to look at? I don't remember now what it was. Oh, I wanted to look and see if Hargoneth is interested in a confederation at this point.
Your timing is poor.
They're not super close to it, but the more they lose, the more willing they will become. Okay, so I'm going to pick up here at the beginning of the next episode. You are going to sail down here into Elysia. That's going to help with our population growth. It's also going to help with your replenishment. And it's obviously going to help with defenses as well. Torachare will just keep leveling up this building for now, but what we really need to do is we need to get this up to at least 3 so we can build the walls building up here, because right now it's not looking very defensible. You were going to go ahead and move towards this treasure island right there. Over here now, we still are... We're okay public order-wise right there. We are okay public order-wise right here. That Black Ark is replenishing. And... yeah, all this territory is just undefended right now, other than the garrisons. Okay, and then over here, we've got these 3 armies. All of them now are 20 stacks. Most of them are fairly well replenished. This one is the one exception. But certainly now we can move these 3 armies towards Altar of Ultimate Darkness together. The 3 armies together with the better Blackguard of Naggarond units here. I feel like it's less likely that Garrison, unfortunately, has almost completely replenished. Essentially, it has completely replenished. Oh, well, it is what it is. That army is going to keep recruiting. It is absolutely amazing how Grombrindle, with a single settlement here, is able to maintain one very strong army over here, a full stack of tons of thunder barges, and he's got another army here recruiting, so hopefully that won't be filled with more and more thunder barges, but it is what it is. All right, I think we will pick up here then in the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you then.